Hey, how you doing today? I am Taquila Coleman. In today's video, I want to talk to you today about stop going back to square one. What am I talking about? Here's the thing. Whenever you encounter your God ordained spouse and things could be going great, and let's say, in the midst of you conversating with your God ordained spouse, the two of you might have a disagreement or argument might come up in place, or you might start seeing other things that you have prayed for in the past. However, these things are still present, and as a result of, the disagreement, the argument, the things you prayed about in the past is still there. Your mind tells you, I guess we back to square one. I guess we're making no progress, right? And you begin to doubt, God. You begin to, allow the enemy to tell you this is going to take a long time. When the truth of the matter is, it's not. Okay, and you're not going back to square one. Okay, let me break this down for you, because here's the thing. When God show you evidence that he is moving according to your prayers, when God show you how he corrected your spouse, when God, show you how the heart is changing and is turning towards you, right? When it was once turned towards that counterfeit, when God began to show you these things, okay, this is what is happening in your spouse, okay? This has already taken place. So even after, the fact that when you interact with your God ordained spouse and the two of you have a disagreement, that disagreement doesn't cancel out the correction God has already done in your spouse. That argument doesn't cancel out, the fact that now your spouse know who you are. No, we got to stop allowing the enemy to take our mind all the way back to square one. We got to stop thinking because we see these things still present in our spouses, then there's no progress being made. It is progress being made. You have to focus on what God show you and highlight to you, okay? And you have to begin to see the things that are like coming up now. You got to begin to see these things as prayer point. These are new prayer points. God is now shifting you in prayer, okay? So I wanted to talk about this because many of you adopt that mindset, when you come in contact with your spouse and thing doesn't go exactly how you have it planned out in your mind, you feel like, we're back at square one, this love story is not moving forward. You begin to take on that mindset when that's not the case, okay? Um, you want to begin to help yourself to see the progress, okay? You want to help yourself to see all of the correction God has done in your God ordained spouse. You want to help yourself to see the heart that is healing now and how it's changing for the better, right? Look for the positive, okay? No matter what keep coming up, okay? Because here, the truth of the matter is God's not he's not looking for perfection. He's just looking for willingness. He's looking for obedience, okay? And your spouse not gonna they're not gonna be perfect. They're not gonna always get it right. So this is where we got to learn how to extend grace. This is how we have to learn how to do what scripture tell us. It say love is patient. We got to be patient. We got to endure certain things. We got to, you know, walk this thing out, but we got to walk it out in love. Okay. Don't walk it out in abandonment. Don't walk it out in rejection. We have to walk this out in love. Okay. So just remember, whenever God gives you that opportunity to interact with your spouse, and if things doesn't turn out the way how you thought, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that you're back at square one. It don't mean you're going backwards. No, okay, because it doesn't cancel out all of the correction God has already done in your spouse. Okay, so that is it. I am Taquila Coleman. I'll talk to you all real soon. Take care.